Why go to church? For many people growing up, not going to church simply wasn't an option. You had to go. For some, it was a matter of following the rules set by the church. To miss it would get you in trouble. For others, it was a sacrifice. God did so much for us, and all he asks is that we go to church each week for 1 hour, even if it's boring. Others still didn't know why they had to go, but they certainly weren't going to miss it or let their kids go without. For so many people, the motivation to attend a church service is not oriented towards discipleship or true worship, but is rather guided by the peculiar subconscious belief that going to church is a prerequisite for heaven. If you want to get into heaven, you have to go to church every week. It's like a box on a checklist, and those who don't check it off each week run the risk of being locked out when they die. Now, there's no doubt that going to church is a good thing to do, and there is probably a strong correlation between those who attend each week and those who will ultimately be welcomed into heaven. But surely, this is not the way our God works. Besides the fact that our actions, no matter what they are, cannot merit salvation, the idea that church is nothing more than a hoop to jump through, a means to an end, flies in the face of everything we know about God. You see, for Catholics, going to church is not about doing what we need to do to get into heaven. It's a taste of heaven in itself. Think about what we do when we celebrate the holy sacrifice of the Mass, when we take part in this meal of thanksgiving. We come together as a diverse people of faith, bound in love by our one baptism, to join our voices with the angels and saints to offer praise and thanksgiving to our God, receiving back the true presence of our Lord in word and truth. Is that not heaven? Is that not what we hope to do for all eternity, to live in the presence of God, communally loving and serving our God and one another? Although it may not always feel this way, when you think about what we do at Mass, going to church is the absolute summit of our lives, which may sound like a daunting task, may sound impossible to climb, which is why at the same time this summit of our existence, this great celebration of our Lord, is the source of our strength to climb it as well. When we find ourselves weighed down by sin, we have the penitential act to remind us of God's mercy and the Eucharist to cleanse us of our venial sins. When we're looking for guidance in both spiritual and social matters, we have the liturgy of the Word, telling us the story of salvation history, instructing us in matters of morality, and encouraging us to grow closer to God. When we simply need comfort and rest, a shot in the arm when the troubles of the world become too heavy to carry, the celebration itself fills us with God's grace and sends us out once again on our mission of discipleship. Is Mass a prerequisite for getting into heaven? Is God up in heaven counting the times we've missed, ready to banish us if we choose to watch football rather than attend church? I hardly think so. It's simply not the way that God works. And yet, how can we expect to be admitted to heaven if a taste of heaven was right before us each week, each day even, and we didn't care enough to attend? How can we expect to be ready for such an experience or know how to get there if we refuse the help we were given here on earth? Really, why would we even want to be in heaven in the first place if we have no interest in worshiping God, in serving our Lord, in coming together with people of diverse backgrounds to build the kingdom? Why go to church? Because it's a taste of the kingdom of heaven, preparing us to one day enter the fullness of that kingdom. At least, that's what I say, a Franciscan friar and Roman Catholic priest. That's why gathering for Mass is one of my favorite things to do in the entire world. But what about you? If you met someone who didn't want to go to church, who asked you why you go, what would you say? I tell you, know the faith, so that you can share the faith.